All right, welcome everyone to this month's edition of our monthly Songwriter stream. Myself, Phil Robinson, Victor V. Gurbo, and I still can't remember which way is which. Jason Vitelli over there are here with this month's special guests. We have Kyle Jordan on the bottom there, streaming with us from Nashville, Tennessee. And we're going to kick things off tonight with a song from Gwendolyn Fitz. And where are you joining us from, Gwen?
I'm in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, okay. Pretty close to us. Please
Yeah,
kick us
free
off
Brooklyn.
when you're ready.
Cool.
So many eyes alone in my room. I find myself thinking of when I finally meet you. Maybe I'll knock at my door and open to find you smiling back at me. Oh, there I go again, making silly stories in my head. I should be living life instead, not getting caught up in my mind of you. Oh, there I go again, making silly stories in my head. I should be living life instead, not getting caught up in my mind of you. I'll be going for a walk on a sunny kind of blue sky day. I'll sit on a bench to open a book. I'll look over to find you smiling back at me. Oh, there I go again, making silly stories in my head. I should be living life instead, not getting caught up in my mind over you. Oh, there I go again, making silly stories in my head. I should be living life instead, not getting caught up in my mind over you. I just haven't met you yet, but I know you will be everything I dreamed, and don't fret. I know you won't be perfect, but I expect to love you just the same. 'Cause you're the one my mind made up to love. 'Cause you're the one my mind made up to love.
Very nice.
Thank you so much, Gwen. We're going to keep things moving along with music, but before we move to Kyle, Gwendolyn, please tell us about yourself. I don't remember your exact organization or title, but I remember it as something like Queen Empress for Life of Cool Ukulele Players in New York and Beyond. Is that about right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Most recently, I had my musical produced here in New York City.
Wow.
That I wrote. It's an all-ukulele musical, so I guess I can add that now.
All right. Well, for those of you tuning in from home, you're going to hear much more about ukuleles as the night goes on. That is a promise. I'm trusting Gwendolyn is not going to make a liar out of me. So stay tuned for more on that. And we're going to move along to this month's other special guest joining us from Nashville, Tennessee, which he may remember is in a different time zone. We have Kyle Jordan.
Time zones, they still get me. I will never learn. What's up, Tony? I'm so excited for you to be here. All right, let me kick it off here. I know I test your patience and I hate it. Wish that I was ideal. I know I want you, know I need to let you know how I feel. Back in December, I remember being someone who I wouldn't admire. But I'm a product of my doubts and shit that I need sorted out. I never learned to shut my mouth, so I start now. It may take some time, but I promise I will be the last boyfriend that you ever have to see about and talk is cheap. And words may never matter, but I keep getting better, 'cause you deserve forever. Ah, ah, you deserve forever. Ah, ah, you deserve forever. I'll admit I'm a romantic and I'm bad at it, but baby, I'm trying. And if I ever could stop talking, I'm sure everything would turn out alright. But it feels easy to be a little cheesy when I think about you. I'm just saying, I come on strong. There's a lifetime worth of love songs that I won't stop writing anytime soon. Oh, it may take some time, but I promise I will be the last boyfriend that you ever have to see about and talk. It's cheap, and words may never matter, but I keep getting better, 'cause you deserve forever. Ah, ah, you deserve forever. Ah, ah, you deserve forever.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle. Well, is the name of that song "You Deserve Forever" or "Last Boyfriend"? What is it?
You'd be shocked to learn it's actually just forever. I just split it straight down the middle.
All right, good stuff. And we already said that you're streaming with us from Nashville tonight. I believe I met you a couple years ago in New York at a show at the Knitting Factory. We were both on the bill for a night of artists. So was that like a New York tour stop, or was that you used to live in New York and then you've since moved to Nashville? What's your story?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Long Island. I moved down here to Nashville around 2 years ago. That's where I met you. That's where I met Tony, Rory, the whole squad. And it did not take me long since I moved down to Nashville. I don't know if you heard it. I picked up a y'all, so I say y'all now. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I've been full time in Nashville for the last 2 years. It's awesome. It's a really, really cool city.
Oh, great. Well, over the course of the night, we'll look forward to hearing more about it. And it's fine if you pick up a y'all, but just don't forget your roots.
I added a yeehaw too, so.
All right, thank you. So for those of you tuning in from home, we have, I noticed, our friend Tony, who has been on our show before.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony. Hey, everyone else. This is the Songwriter stream. We do this the third Tuesday of every month. Myself, as well as Jason and Victor, are the three regular hosts. But we know that you're bored and sick of hearing us sing all of our same songs every month, so we spice things up by inviting a couple special guests. Tonight we're joined by Gwen and Kyle. So over the course, we're just going to go around the circle. Over the course of the night, you should hear three or four songs from each of us. Hey, Paula.
Hey,
Good
Paula.
to see you again.
Good to see you. Phil,
so
you
that
up?
being, I think it's my turn, yeah?
All right.
So. All right, my other guitar is in the shop, so tonight I'm on my Martin, and give props to Victor V. Gurbo down there. I was about to record my album, and he basically told me he would not allow me to record my album with my old Taylor, and he needed to take me guitar shopping, which he did. We went to Retrofret in Brooklyn and played every acoustic guitar until we settled on this one. So, Victor, thank you. My album was much improved, and this is the Martin that Victor helped me buy. I am going to sing a song I wrote years ago for my mother. This is called Evening Star. Well, the Eskimos had all their northern lights. Columbus had the stars as he traveled by night. Lewis and Clark had an Indian guide to lead them across the country to the other side. Marco Polo even had a map in his hands to lead him as he journeyed through the faraway lands. The Underground Railroad used the moss on the trees to lead the slaves up north where they could finally be free. As I set out on my own journey tonight, I try to find my way through the highway of life. I don't need a map and I don't need a guide. As I walk through the world, I can look to the skies. 'Cause Mom, you're an evening star. You light a way through the darkest night. As your sun, I can't help but go far. If I could learn from the ways that you cast your light. I remember one time when I was 7 years old. I didn't know why I had to do what was told. You explained it to me and you took the time to make sure I didn't feel like I was following blind. So there's dangers and there's pitfalls at every turn. Mistakes you gotta make twice before you learn. And Mom, I always knew just how much you cared, by how much of your life you were willing to share. A lifetime of hopes and a lifetime of fears, like a road map to life handed down through the years. As I walk through the world, I'm never alone, 'cause through the dark forest I can feel your glow. And Mom, you're an evening star. You light a way through the darkest night. As your sun, I can't help but go far. If I could learn from the ways that you cast your light. Like talking to you on the telephone. I'm away at my school many miles from home. You listen as I tell you the mistakes that I made, all the turns that I took, paths I didn't take. And each and every battle in my private war is a journey that you traveled many times before. You listen and you comfort with the sound of your voice. Then you stand back and let me make my own choice. Make my own choice. Every boy loves his mother, and that is the truth. But everybody knows that not all grown men do. There's something that happens as the years go by. You start to see your mom through less forgiving eyes. The person starts to show and the magic fades. Your childish illusions gently fall away. And Mom, I know we've had our share of nights when the sun would set and rise again over a fight. But my love never stopped at my childhood's end. As I become an adult, I call you my friend. Some stars burn brightest just before they're gone, but the evening star burns on and on. Oh, oh, oh. And Mom, you're an evening star. You light a way through the darkest night. As your son, I can't help but go far. If I could learn from the ways that you cast your light. Mom, you're an evening star. You light a way through the darkest night. As your son, I can't help but go far. If I could learn from the ways that you cast your light.
Bravo.
All right, thank you. It's a song I wrote many years ago. I had a period of a few years where my mom and I were not speaking. It was very sad. I don't know if anyone's ever been estranged from a parent or from their child. It's very painful, for me at least. And then, but my mom and I have since reconciled, so I'm able to dust the song off and play it once again.
Awesome.
All right. So we will move on to the second of our 3 regular monthly hosts, Jason Vitelli.
Ah. Thank you, Phil. All right. So this one I wrote 10 years ago, and it's about how the world has changed in a good way. So many things that happen that we're not thrilled about, but there's some things to be thankful for. And this is called The Persecuted.
Struggle is all you find. Rations run thin, they shrink into skin and bones. I will give the deepest thanks to those who will despise us. Devons carry our pain. 14 years and second of these truths. When salvation is what we found. We have known this for so long, you know. The trouble we had crossed. granted. This moment lifts all of our doubts as your hand touches my heart. The night sky clears up and the museum's still open. Exhibits smear our sights as we embrace in its backlight. The tunnels, the endless tunnels, echo so right, so right, so right. Recovery start as our lives tear apart into dust, dust. I'll be sure to tip my hat to those who will despise us, despise us. Ooh,
Woo!
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
All right, Jason.
Thank
You
you.
probably missed this while you were busy singing, but our friend Paula chimed in
Oh, Paula,
and
thank
complimented
you.
your voice. What a voice,
Very
Jason.
sweet. Thank you, Paula. Very sweet.
Which album of yours is that song on?
That was on Head Above Tide, which is my latest one from 2017. So, yeah, it's interesting with the full arrangement because you got the drums and the bass, and then my friend Dave Ramsey plays lead guitar. So, it's a fun one to perform, but I got to practice it a lot. It's got a lot of fun changes to it.
That was fantastic. You've got so many albums, I can't even keep track of which song is on which album anymore. All right, for those of you tuning in, this is the Songwriter stream. This is the monthly third Tuesday of the month show that we put on, a joint production of Roomful of Sky Music, my company, and Victor V. Gurbo, which is Victor V. Gurbo's company, and Music for Multimedia, which is Jason Vitelli's company. Right now we're streaming on 3 different platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So whichever platform you're on, please follow, like, and subscribe. We do 1 or 2 of these every month. And what was I going to say? The stream, this video, is going to live permanently on the Roomful of Sky Music YouTube page, as well as the Roomful of Sky Facebook page. So if you enjoyed tonight's performance, or you came in late and want to hear one of the earlier songs from one of our guests, it will always be here for you to find on both YouTube and Facebook. All right, so we're almost done with our first round around the 5 performers. All we have left in this first round is Victor V. Gurbo.
Hello. One of my dreams for this show is to get one of those stutter foot pedals for the electric guitar and somehow train myself to sing like the Zoom is crashing and just confuse Phil for a good 5 minutes and use that for my set. It's one of my dreams. I'm telling you right now. Dream small. We're going to start with a cover tonight.
And they put up a parking lot. Now it's a cheap hotel, it's a boutique, it's a hot spot. Don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. They took all the trees and they put them in the tree museum. Now it costs all the people $99.95 just to sue. Don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Hey farmer, farmer, put down that DDT. Spots on my apples, just leave me what's left of the bees. Don't it always seem to go, you don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Screen door slam, and that big yellow taxi came and took away my woman. Don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. We paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Don't it always seem to go, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
You know, Vic,
I know how you really wanted to incorporate the the keyboard in your songs. I like.
Oh,
that.
that's my dream, is to figure out how to do the open tuning with one hand and
you
then
need foot pedals. That's where you get like the keyboard thing that. You
yeah,
know,
but
you know what I'm
looping
talking
pedals
about?
scare me though. They terrify me. There are some
Really
people
good.
fear the monster in the closet. It's just a looping pedal for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that was pretty good, Victor, but I think I'm on to you. Has anyone else noticed that you've never seen Victor and Joni Mitchell together in the same room at the same time?
Yes, yes. So it's now I have the jig's up. You figured it out.
Your secret's out.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Victor v. Gurbo. We have gone once around our circuit of 5 performers. Tonight from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We will probably have enough time to go 3 times around the loop. So with Victor done, we're going back to the top for the second turn by one of our 2 guests this month. But Gwen, before you sing your song, tell us a little something about yourself this time.
Oh, something about myself. Well, I have the Brooklyn Ukulele Festival that I organize every year. That's coming up in May 20th and May 21st. So everybody should learn to play ukulele and come to that.
How many ukuleists go to that thing?
Oh, it grows every year. I think the last time we did it, we had about 20. So I'm hoping, to have more.
All right, so all of you ukulele aficionados, this is the
And
woman
it's pretty
to
cool
know.
to hear 20 ukuleles at once. That must be thrilling, right?
It is, and you know what's even crazier? I can hear more because we've started ukulele programs in schools this year, so we have
cool.
like big groups, and
That's really fun.
That's chaotic, but it's fun. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll let you sing a song now, and then once you're done, before we move on to Kyle, we'll give you another couple minutes for more ukulele propaganda, if you so desire.
Awesome. All right. This is called You're the One Who Has My Heart. Sunsets, the city twinkles under the lights. You and I lay back and watch the sun disappear. And I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather be. When the working day's done and I can get some rest, you're the one I'd like to come home to. When I hold your hand, I feel something special happening, 'cause you're the one who has my heart. You're the one who has my heart. Winter was so long, but with you I never felt cold. You held me close to keep me warm, and I realized you're more than just a friend. When the working day's done and I can get some rest, you're the one I'd like to come home to. When I hold your hand, I feel something special happening, 'cause you're the one who has my heart. You're the one who has my heart. I may be a fool for you, with every kiss I keep falling for you. When the working day's done and I can get some rest, you're the one I'd like to come home to. When I hold your hand, I feel something special happening, 'cause you're the one who has my heart. You're the one who has my heart. You're the one who has my heart. Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you, Paula.
So, why ukuleles? Why?
'Cause-
Why, Gwen?
'cause-
Why?
'Cause guitars are...
Oh.
All right, now we're having a debate. All right, let's go. Let's go.
No, it just fits my voice more. It was like my instrument. Guitar was a
I
bit
could
too
see that.
loud. for me, and so is piano. And you know, like I came from a wind instrument because I majored in flute and voice together. So just it was the easier thing to pick up, and then it was meant for me. So that's what I did.
Well, I agree. It fits your music very well.
Absolutely.
It connects with your voice very. And it's got this old timey, like I keep thinking of Billie Holiday, or I keep thinking of like these old jazz singers when you're doing your songs. I don't know if that's a big influence for you.
Oh yeah, because I actually, you know, I do those songs, like, you know, side performances as well when I play out with a duo. Yeah.
And a duo, what other instruments do you play with?
Oh, upright bass, because it's such an instrument that complements the ukulele really, really well.
Wow.
So, yeah, put those together. Yeah.
Gwen, I think I met you virtually about 18 months ago in the midst of the pandemic when everyone was doing live streams, and you and I appeared on our friend Nick Horner's Porch Stomp in the Round live stream. We were the special guests. And then we had a slight altercation on social media where I saw you posting some anti-guitar propaganda in your Instagram story, and I slid into your DMs uninvited and was like, hey, what's wrong with guitar? Why don't, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then you wrote back something like, oh, Phil, you must not know me very well, but once you know me on social media, you'll see that it's all fun and games, and I just like to tease all the guitarists I know. Because ukuleles are the
sensitive.
Best. I mean, I do have a cabaret act I'd like to do where I set a guitar on fire, but we'll deal with that later. Like, you know, it's all fun and games.
This is a fun one.
See, I have right here a 6-string. Like, I have a guitalele, but that's as far as I go. Like, you know.
I never heard of a guitalele. So it's like in between a guitar and a.
Yeah, so it's the bottom 4 strings of a ukulele, and then an A and D on top. So it's like a guitar, but A to A tuning.
Oh, okay.
I actually have an electric version of that right over here.
Oh,
Those are really fun. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So for those of you watching at home, oh, hi, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
Good to see you.
Good to see
Always
you.
good to see Ruth tuning in. Stick around. There will be more ukulele propaganda from Gwen later on in our program. But for now, we're going to mosey on over to Kyle Jordan from Nashville on guitar.
I appreciate Mosey. I felt right at home here in Nashville. Well, I'm gonna take y'all down to the honky tonk. I wrote this really sad song, and I haven't played it in a while. I'm not gonna lie, but I really like it. I think it's super interesting. It's called "It's Not You, It's Me." So if that's any hint about what it's about, you'll kind of get it as it goes. It was in a river. It was a waterfall. The way I fell for you. The way I fell for you. Felt so easy. For the first few months I thought, oh, that I fell for you. The way I felt. But love ain't a fairy tale. It's a heavy wind on tattered sails. Ghosts don't just haunt you when they're home alone. And I'll try with every part of me to give you everything you thought you'd ever need. But if I'm not enough, it's It's not you, it's me. I wasn't broken, just a little bit. Oh, 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 when I fell for you, fell so hard for you. I should have known it. I should have sensed. Oh, 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 when I fell for you. It's more than I could ever stand to lose. But love ain't a fairy tale. It's a heavy wind on tattered sails. And ghosts don't just haunt you. You're home alone. And I'll try with every part of me to give you everything you thought you'd ever need. If I'm not enough, when I'm not enough, if I'm not enough, it's not you, it's me. Thank y'all.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Very, very soulful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
Yeah, man.
it's one of those songs I wrote that I remember it kind of came out of me, and I was like, oh no, that's not something that I wrote. I had to have heard that somewhere.
I remember Dave Matthews saying that. You know you're writing a good song when, while you're writing it, you think, oh, I've heard this one before. This has got to be somebody else's.
So for all intents and purposes, I copied it.
So, Kyle, just a quick, easy question for you before we move on. How are you so awesome?
You know, it took time. I get a lot of it from my mother. You know, it's it's a skill you learn. It's a prerequisite to coming to Nashville, though, for sure. So y'all are all welcome.
Did you want to go to Nashville for a long time, and then one day you woke up and were like, now I am awesome enough to move to Nashville?
Well,
Let's
so
book the flight.
I actually remember I played a bunch of very empty rooms in Boston and a couple of slightly less empty rooms in New York. And then I hit a point where I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready. I think I feel it. And then people started coming to shows, and I was like, all right, I got to get out of here. I got to get to Nashville.
Yeah, and you say you've been there a couple years. How have the couple years gone?
It has been a wild ride.
Cool.
Between opening up my studio, so we're in my lovely home studio right now. I've been between a couple jobs. I've been doing a ton of work down here, and then just writing and playing a ton of music. It's been a lot, but it's really, really good. It's so much fun. If you're a singer-songwriter, it's just, there's no city like it.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Hey,
well,
what part of Long Island are you from? Because I'm from Long Island.
I know. I always ask if people know where I'm from before I say that, because I feel like I don't have the accent, and I wish I did. But I'm from dead central Long Island, so Port Jefferson. Where I was born.
Close to me. I'm from Dix Hills, Huntington.
Nice.
Station near there. So.
All right. Well, I think the four of us are going to invite ourselves to crash on your couch in Nashville So I hope you're free next Tuesday, because we're on our way. And just look, our friend John Cunningham has tuned in. Hey John, good to see you. And John agrees that your song, Kyle, was excellent.
John, it's music to my ears.
All right. All right, my turn is up next. I have shared enough shows with Victor to know that he likes playing covers that are like from the 1940s, the 1950s. And I got you beat, Victor. This is a song from 4,000 years ago. This is a beautiful song. About 15 years ago, I was staying on a meditative retreat in Big Sur, California. Spending time in the natural hot springs overlooking the Pacific Ocean, and walking around in the woods, I heard what to my ears was one of the most beautiful melodies I had ever heard. And I traced it down and discovered this song. It was so beautiful and fragile and poignant. The song is not in English, but the beauty of the melody stuck with me, and I sort of carried it around. The idea of one day I will sing this song for about 10 years before I felt comfortable enough playing it myself. So this is in Sanskrit, which is kind of the foundational spiritual language underpinning, I guess, Hindu traditions. And this is an old mantra, like I said, comes to us from 4,000 years ago. The story around this mantra is that it's a lullaby sung by a mother to her infant child. And it's not just any mother, not just any infant child. This is the queen of the land singing a lullaby to her newborn baby, the prince, who is destined to one day become the king of the land. And recognizing that she is in a position of undue influence, that the words she chooses to sing to her infant child will influence the kind of man he grows up to be, and in turn will influence the thoughts and ideas of the future king. She chooses her words very wisely. And the words that she chooses to sing to her infant child in this lullaby are Sudosi Budosi.
Samsara swapanantra jamo
give up your attachments, give up your confusion, fly to that space that's beyond all illusion. You are forever pure, you are forever true, and the dream of this world can never touch you. So give up your attachments, give up your confusion, fly to that space that's beyond illusion. Can never touch you. So give up your attachments, give up your confusion, fly to that space that's beyond illusion. Si putosi naranjasi samsara maya pariyajitesi samsara swapanantra jamoharnejam najanmam rejo trisatsva
One of the things I really love about your performance of that song is also the way you preface it and talk about the story behind it. It's cool. There's a bit of storytelling going on with it as well. I like the context that you put it in.
Oh, thank you so much for appreciating that. When I'm in the audience, I just notice the extent to which a performer draws me into their world or the world of the song really almost prepares you to receive the song most effectively. Right. So I think it's definitely worth paying attention to as a performer to sort of set the context. What I was noticing, that was an interesting performance for me because I think it was the first time I ever played the song on this guitar, which is a Martin. My regular guitar is in the shop. I play a Taylor, which is very quiet. This is a huge guitar. It's so loud and booming that it almost
to the ukulele guitar back and forth. That's
yeah. It really, like, usually I'm used to singing that song almost as a whisper, and I think that would have just been impossible. I sort of felt this like loud crashing loudness under my voice, so I had to kind of really adapt to it. I'm going to be. I don't know if it seemed any different on your end, but I'm going to be. It
definitely didn't. I mean, it still came across very well, but I'm sure in the room we probably could have heard that volume difference.
Huh. Oh well, thank you, Paula. Well, according to Paula, it worked. She was totally pulled in. Amazing song.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if Paula, if you are satisfied, I am satisfied. So we'll move right along then to Jason Vitelli's second song of the evening.
All right. So this is a cover tune that I've actually wanted to perform for many years, but it was probably a little above my pay grade, so to speak. But it's from a great songwriter who had passed a few years ago, and a beloved songwriter, but this is very unlike the other songs he's written. So I'm interested to hear. I always like to play the game on the stream. Do you know which songwriter it is? But I always sing this to my wife. She really enjoys it, partially because I feel like it is about us. We're both fatalists in a sense, so it works very well with our mindset. It's called Preaching to the End of the World. Let's get that right. 3.
Hello, you know of someone out there who can understand and who's feeling the same way as me. I'm 24 and I've got everything to live for, but I know now that it wasn't meant to be. 'Cause all has been won and all has been lost, and there's nothing else for us to say. And now I know that I don't want to be alone today. So if you find that you have feeling just the same, call me now, it's alright. It's just the end of the world. You need a friend in the world, 'cause you can't hide. So call and I'll be right there. If your intentions are pure, seeking a friend for the end of the world. I've got a photograph and I'll send it off today, and you will see that I am perfectly sane. Not for a lifetime or forever and a day, for we know now that just won't be the case. So call me now, it's alright. It's just the end of the world. You need a friend in the world, 'cause you can't hide. So call and I'll be right there. If your intentions are pure, seeking a friend for the end of the world. There'll be no commitment or no confessions and no little secrets to keep. No little children or houses with roses, just the end of the world and me. 'Cause all has been won and all has been lost. There's nothing left for us to save. We could be together as they blow it all away. And you can find it every moment that it breaks. Call me now, it's alright. It's just the end of the world. You need a friend in the world, 'cause you can't hide. So call and I'll be right there. If your intentions are pure, seeking a friend for the end of the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Who has actually? Let's ask our listeners at home. Don't Google it. Who is the singer of that song? Does anyone know it? So far, we have no guesses, Jason, but we have a lot of fans who love it.
He's actually a singer in a hard, probably a metal band. You can describe the band from the 90s. And he came out with a solo album probably about 20 years ago. That was vastly different than anything he did with them. I don't know, any other hints? Then he joined a supergroup with another 90s band.
I want to guess Tom Morello.
That's close. That's close. It's Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell, who's
Dan-
the singer.
Dan Florio just guessed Jason Vitelli.
Thank you, Dan. I wish I wrote that song. Yes, Chris Cornell wrote it from Soundgarden. So.
Uh-huh. Did you say that you hadn't performed that before, or you perform it only rarely?
This might be the second time I've done it. It definitely was a little more intricate on guitar, and to do the vocal and the guitar at the same time took a little time. But it's been fun to try it out. It's also in a strange part of my vocal range, so I could probably take it down a bunch of notches, but glad you guys enjoyed it. Preaching to the end of the
Fantastic.
world.
Thank you, Jason Vitelli. For those of you watching along at home, if you're not aware, not only is Jason Vitelli an astoundingly talented singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, he's also our resident tech wizard. We are streaming tonight on this multi-artist platform thanks to Jason. Jason runs his company Music for Multimedia, which is that little pinwheel logo you see on the top right. So anything that is the intersection of technology and music, that's Jason's wheelhouse. And when we do these streams, he is not only performing, he's the one pushing all the buttons and making our layout change and putting the messages on the bottom. So thank you, Jason. We couldn't do any of this without you.
Well, thank you, and thank you for the kind feedback, Paula and Ruth, who are watching. It's fun. It's one of the fun things about streaming is that even in the midst of the pandemic, we had a connection with people. So,
Yeah. All right, so let's conclude our second trip around the circle with Victor V. Gurbo.
Hello again. More on the guitar talk. Phil was performing his last set with correct me if I'm wrong, Phil, a D18 Martin. This is an O18 Martin, so this is the smaller size version of it. It's made from the same materials. It has mahogany back and sides, spruce top, rosewood fingerboard, mahogany neck. Just the difference is smaller. And being someone who's vertically challenged, I fit in the overhead of most planes. I tend to go for the smaller guitars because they're not as big and boomy. And I can really kind of get around them and dig into them. So here's another, this is one of mine. Here's a sad song. It's called Julia and John. Goes.
Julia and John, does your heartache linger on? Your thoughts are Twitter all waving with the wind. Can you tell me where you are? Are you out there collecting stars? Reaching out into the night, is there a sin? So we weathered through infection, alone in the stars, but a star's reflection. For we caught nothing or wavering and wet. Then I was carried straight away, a coiled rope
small memento of regret. Do you remember the fever in your face? And on your sheets you left your trace. Too much blood, too much blood, too much no. Papa, he's not for this world alone. His sad eyes trail off like a song. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't go. So you held down the blood with your breath, and we willed away all of the death, and said, listen closely, this is the part where I die. I was never trying to fool ya. A girl is a girl, is Julia. And dying is far easier than saying goodbye. Julia and John, the prophet's dead and gone. The poet who lies buried in the earth. I too am not long for this world. We are but briefly boy and girl. It's writ on water, it's writ in our rebirth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Victor, Is- Victor, is the name of that song Julia and John, or is it Julia and John number 2?
Number 2. There was a poem by another artist that was Julia and John number 1, and then I made that, so it's technically number 2.
Does it inhabit the same cinematic universe as the original Julia and John?
Yes, I did my best to keep it to the original format.
Oh, cool.
So the original poem is canon to your song.
Yes, it's a call and response,
Ah,
which
All
I
right.
do quite frequently. 90% of the time, you can find me stealing something else.
That's all
What
part
was
of it,
it
right? It's all part of the process.
Yeah.
what was it about the original poem that inspired you to write a sequel in the form of a song?
Well, a thread that I have a tendency to really gravitate towards is lovers and friends and loved ones separated by the gaping yawn of death, which is fun to say with an adorable kitten in your hand. That juxtaposes the darkness. I gravitated towards that, so I wanted to bring it into song form. So. Sad stuff is fun to work through in music.
And who's your friend?
This is Mango. She's, I think, 8 months old now. She's a menace. She's very fluffy. Part
Aw.
Maine Coon or something, so.
Hey, Mango.
Yeah.
All right. So for those of you watching at home, there is Victor ameliorating his existential fear of death with his cute furry friend Mango for your amusement and enjoyment. Moving right along, we have our final and third round of the night. We're going to go back to the first of our 2 special guests, Gwendolyn Fitz of the Brooklyn Ukulele society?
Festival. Festival.
Festival.
There's no society yet, but maybe there will be. Yeah, so this is a song I wrote after I thought a painter was going to kill me. Here we go. It's called Painter Painter. Painter, painter, would you paint my life for me? 'Cause I need to see how my story ends. I can't see more than 2 feet in front of me, and I need to know. You know what? I'm gonna start this over one more time because I tripped up my fingers. Painter, painter, would you paint my life for me? 'Cause I need to see how my story ends. I can't see more than 2 feet in front of me, and I need to know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Oh, painter, painter, spin my story with your brush. Oh, painter, painter, spin my story with your brush. Da da ba da ba, da 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 ba da da da, da da ba da ba, da da ba da ba da ba. Painter, painter, does he love me or not? Will I have love and a place to call my own, and enough memories to take a sigh and close my eyes in the end. Oh, painter, painter, spin my story with your brush. Oh, painter, painter, spin my story with your brush. Da da ba da ba, dee ba da ba da ba da. Da ba da do da da do da da ba da ba da 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 ba da ba da ba da ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba da 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 ba da ba ba da 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 da. Painter, painter, please be kind with your canvas, 'cause I don't wanna wind up alone. Please make my dreams come true and ease my mind so I can get some sleep tonight. Oh, painter, painter, spin my story with your brush. Oh, painter, painter, spin my story with your brush. Oh, painter, painter, spin my story with your. Oh, painter, painter, spin my story with your brush.
Woo!
Thank you.
I love the evocativity.
Yes, I thought, I had to pull it out because I'm really backwards on this thing because avocado shirt, so I had to pull it out for one.
So
So
did
I-
you
wait.
survive?
We need
Did you
to hear the
survive
story.
your encounter with the painter?
Oh yeah, so it was my first year in New York and I needed to find a place to live for the summer, and I ended up seeing this painter. I thought he was just a guy showing me the apartment, but he was going to be my roommate. And he showed me the apartment, and it started pouring rain outside, and so I had nowhere to go. And he wanted to sit down and have a conversation. But before we sat down, he was like, "Would you like a glass of soy milk?" And I was like, "No, thank you." And he was like, "No, have a glass of soy milk." And I was like, "Oh shit, this is laced with drugs. I'm gonna die here." And so I took the glass, but I was trying not to drink any. I was just like, I'm just gonna pretend. But throughout the conversation, he was like, "Drink your soy milk, drink your soy milk." And finally, he was like, "Drink your soy milk, and then I'll take you down to the basement and show you my studio." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm dying today." But he didn't kill me. And I decided it was best for us not to be roommates. So, like,
That was
So you
that
drank
sounds
the
like a
soy
wise
milk.
decision.
Did you drink
Yeah.
the soy milk?
What
Like,
an odd
little,
drink to
like-
force on someone. That's
like it was. And that's the reason why I didn't take it. I was like, I've never had soy milk
So
by itself. I
strange.
don't know if I like it. But I was like a little cat, like just like taking little like. That was like, trying to see if it was drugged or not.
Well, you also
Anyway.
answered my
Wow.
question if it was like a fine art painter or like a clown in a set of overalls who's like a wall painter, because I was trying to decide which vision, if it was like Vincent Van Gogh chasing you with a machete, or if it was just again like what's his name in the full clown costume, which is paint all over the overalls with the big thing just going.
John
out.
Wayne Gacy? Is it-
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that's it. It's my charades for the
Wow.
evening. Yeah,
Sounds
very
like he
visual.
was
I like
a
that.
killer artist.
What a story. Well, we are glad that you survived that encounter.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
And I like how my first
but-
response is like, us artists, we don't usually force soy milk on people. Not that we're insane murderers. It's just we're
mean, there's
not
a
all
lot of
soy
soy-
milk pushers.
There's a lot of
just-
soy allergies. Like, that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
the
to
other
just
thing
throw
is that a lot of people are allergic. That's not cool. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
focusing
guess.
on. Again, that's just a thing to focus on.
Well, before we move on to Kyle, Gwen, tell us where we should follow your music, what you have going on. Give us a couple
Oh.
tidbits.
So you can find me on everything. You can find my guitar shit posting on Twitter. You can find me on
This is gonna be a fun
Instagram.
weekend. This is gonna be
And
fun.
she
I'm gonna be all
she's,
over that.
she's not kidding. She does guitar shit post.
You can find me on Instagram for all the pink stuff that I enjoy posting about on there. And, various sites have things. My YouTube channel has weird vlogs that I make where I take my scooter and I almost die and, fun stuff. That's anywhere.
Your life
pretty
is
much.
much more dangerous than mine.
Yeah.
From this brief conversation, I think you encounter life and death situations much more frequently than I do, speaking from personal experience.
All
Other
right.
than
and for
antagonizing Phil, which will one day lead to my untimely demise. But other than that,
or it might already have, and you just don't realize it yet.
I'm just living my life.
Well, for those of you who live in the New York, New Jersey area, Gwen and all of us, except for Kyle, actually, we are all sharing an upcoming engagement at this year's Porch Stomp Festival. What is the date of that? It's
June 18th.
18th.
June 18th on Governor's Island. There's an annual tradition here in New York City. We basically take over Governor's Island and have about between 12 and 15 acoustic stages each year. So Roomful of Sky is hosting a stage featuring 12 singer-songwriters, myself, Victor, and Jason included. And Gwen, you are curating your own stage as well,
Yeah, I
correct?
do a ukulele stage every year, and
Oh,
I
wow.
promise not to get drunk this year. Like, just
Can I
to
come
get-
by with like pro guitar signs
I-
and just loiter outside the ukulele?
Yeah.
6 strings are better. Yeah.
I mean, you can do that, but you might die. Like, we train.
Again, I'm
we
trying
train
to
our-
now keep up with.
We'll
I
have-
feel like my life isn't as exciting.
This is like
you know,
West
after
Side
death
Story
as much as you
going
do
on.
a regular
What's
basis.
That would be so
All right.
great to make a parody of that with ukulele players and guitar
Yeah.
players.
All
Let's
right.
let's do it, guys.
So Saturday, June 18th, Governor's Island here in New York City. Gwen's going to have her own ukulele stage. We're going to have a Roomful of Sky stage. Everyone will be there except for Kyle Jordan, who's going to be stuck in Nashville living the music life. All right, Kyle, we're not going to see you at Porch Stomp, so you may as well sing another song now.
Awesome. So this song is actually it's about one of my exes. Super sad. But basically, her dream was like, I want to go to LA. I want to be an actress. And I was not. I just was not in the cards for that. And so we called it off. And it was just, it was like a tough time. And, we've all kind of moved past it now. But this one's called Hollywood. I hope you like it. It's the saddest song I think I've ever written. So feel free to cry. If anybody needs a Kleenex, go and grab it now. Well, Mama always told me I should let my actions speak, but my mouth's been saying things that my heart just doesn't mean. I've been whispering to strangers stories about you and me, talking all about the love that just wasn't meant to be. And I'm just saying I would have loved you more than ever, more than anyone. And I'm saying I'll always want you, even though I know you got to chase that high. Oh, but I can hear him calling your name, and I hope it's worth the price that you pay. But I would have loved you. I would have loved you more than Hollywood. So I'll sit and watch a movie, and I'll watch 1 hour turn to 3, and you'll put all your time to something, and that something isn't me. I'll write songs about the woman that I made you in my head. Instead of living life through my eyes, I choose to look through yours instead. Tell me, was it worth the trip? Are you tired of all of it? Is that space inside your heart filled by someone else instead? And I know I shouldn't write, so instead I'll bite my tongue. I'll let history write the story, being young and love. And I'm just saying I would have loved you more than ever, more than anyone. And I'm saying I'll always want you. You know you've got to chase that high. Oh, but I can hear him calling your name, and I hope it's worth the price that you pay. But I would have loved you. I would have loved you more than Hollywood.
Woo!
Nice.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Kyle, that
Nice.
is my new favorite Kyle Jordan song.
I'll take it. What did it knock off the top spot, though?
Is it on all of the platforms? Could I go to Spotify now and listen to it?
That one, not yet. I'm working on it. I'm still working on the production, but it's coming.
Man, Kyle, get a move on. That was fantastic. Do you know?
I could feel the emotion coming from that. Definitely.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's always when I try to play live, and it gets you choked up. You just go right back to that moment when you wrote it. So it's cool that it still comes through.
Great writing, great playing, great singing. Do you know? Did your ex ever hear this?
I don't think so, but if she did, enjoy it. It was it was written a while ago, but my girlfriend right now, not a fan of it. Doesn't love it. But
Not surprised.
but it's too cool to shelve. I can't part with it quite yet.
All right. Fantastic. All right, Kyle, anything anything you have going on musically you want to tell our friends at home about?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff here in Nashville. I'm working on a couple new singles. Those are kind of in the works. And then there's a bunch of shows down here. So if you're ever in Nashville, give me a holler, as they say down here. I'm sure I'm playing something when you're down here.
All right, next time you're going through Nashville, check out Kyle Jordan, or make sure you go to Nashville when Jason, Victor, Gwen, and I are all crashing on his couch, because he invited us, and we're gonna do that.
It'll be a fun time.
Another air mattress.
Yeah,
I'm telling
we're
you.
gonna bring soy milk and overalls and paintbrushes. It's gonna be a great time. It's be a great time. Yeah, it's gonna be so much.
All right, well, that brings us to my third and final turn of the evening. Okay, where's Gwen? Gwen ran off to the bathroom or something. I need her for this song. This is one I haven't done for a while on the streams, but this is my audience participation song. So usually, I think, Jason, when you give us focus, you mute all of the other boxes. But right now, please unmute all the other performers, because I want to hear you guys say, "Hell yeah!"
Hell yeah!
Hell yes.
All right, no offense, you're all wonderful singers, but that was incredibly lame. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
All right, I can work with that if I have to. There's going to be a couple times in the song where that comes up. I'm going to rely on you for the hell yes. This is Transcendental Cowboy. All right. I'm a transcendental cowboy with the existential blues. Here's a solipsistic meta-transcendental news. It's more than just a recipe, girl. Feel good about what you choose. So when it comes down to do it, you gotta do. You can read a book of Sartre, read a book by Camus. There's 1,000 different faces out there. Now get ready. If seeing is believing, throw your hands up in the air and say, hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
I'm a transcendental cowboy with the existential blues. Here's a solipsistic meta-transcendental news. It's more than just a recipe, girl. Feel good about what you choose. So when it comes down to do what you gotta do, you light yourself some candles, light up someone's eyes, go back to the 60s right now, retro psychedelicize. If feeling is believing, throw your hands up in the air. Here it comes, say hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
I'm a transcendental, existential, sentimental, solipsistic, lower upper middle class, white bread, suburbanistic, when way to go and how my world be rotated. Some would even say slightly overeducated, trying to find a way to set myself free. In my heart of hearts, just a Bruce Springsteen wannabe, working all day and singing all night, doing alright. Woo! Existential blues. Here's a solipsistic meta-transcendental news. It's more than just a recipe, girl. Feel good about what you choose. So when it comes down to do what you gotta, when it comes down to do what you gotta, when it comes down to do what you gotta do. my 4 fellow Songwriter Stream colleagues of the evening, I'm giving you one last chance to redeem yourself with one final guttural from your bowls. Hell yeah!
Yeah. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
All right. Good enough, I suppose.
Crowd favorite.
I was half expecting him to not let the song finish because we didn't say the hell yeah right. I thought we were gonna have to having flashbacks to schools. We're gonna do this until it's right.
We're gonna do the hell yeah until
Stop.
they believe
Even
it
if
in
you
the
have
rafters.
to stay after school, you're not
Sorry.
going out to recess.
I was on mute, so you didn't hear me, but I said it.
All right. Well, thank you all for trying. You get an A for effort. I appreciate it. I mean, it's just my soul. All I want is to hear some hell yes with conviction. Is that so wrong?
Hell no.
All right. So, Phil Robinson, that was my 3rd and final song for the evening. Moving right along, we have Jason Vitelli.
Yeah. All right. Well, this final song, I actually have only performed it once. And I performed it actually at the Mario's benefit we did a couple of years ago. And it was in the midst of all the protests. And, you know, a lot of people did write protest songs at the time. And, I went back to it recently to see like how it aged, and interested to hear your feedback on it. So, it is called "Singing Our Song." Singing Our Song. Okay, just have to remember how to play it. 2, 3. Pushing crushers through these revolving doors. Is anyone here not being used as the future loops back toward the good old days, futilely eating its own tail? Ooh, poison hands by to preserve a tree. Their blooded fingers covered their pedigrees that are solely a minor variant of the whole vastness of our seasoning. Can't you see? We must take the roots from such waver folk when the power runs straight from a demagogue's cloak to the shotgun of the next viral tragedy. Can self-reflection shatter their resolve? Oh, will only the ignorant listen now? If we're breaking down the locks and doors, taking eye for an eye for a chance to sell the score. Are screaming epithets so loudly they pierce our clouds of integrity, and nothing's left but the ruse of former pretext, claiming brotherhood and liberty. Ooh, through fostering kinship all around the world, the mass trade of ideas wreaks such familial pain, fervently spilling secrets of Pandora and revealing untold revolutions of hypocrisy. Yet red we bleed. Hold so closely a precious book of faces, blotting up another mountain of these posted
cases. We play the part of a Sisyphus to no end, to no end. Will we overcome the fate bringing us to our knees? Or will kindling ignite our desperate vis-a-vis? When such unrest binds a common spirit, we yield to the call of our country's death sentence. I don't propose an answer to all this ranting and raving, to know how to end the suffering of a fellow compatriot. But what I'll ask of myself as well as of all of you is to sing over the ones who steadfastly refuse. Sing through the ringing of car horns billowing on cue. Sing at the cops and maybe, just maybe, they will sing along with you too. Sing beyond the endless barrage of hateful distraction. Sing to celebrate this moment of taking action. Sing for everyone, for yourself, and even for me too. For our longing will carry us to an ocean's expanse, rising, swelling wider than our fiercest dance, unfurled from the regrets we've held for so long, waves that crash upon us. Oh, you're singing a song. Ooh. Oh, I'm singing a song. Ooh. Oh, I'm singing a song. Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was just, I took a look at that tune and I was like, wow, that was a very emotional time for so many people and for various reasons. You know, no one's perspectives are wrong or right, you know, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on
So
that
how-
kind of... on
So
that?
how did you feel singing it just now, Jason?
Well, I feel it's about so many different things for me. It's hard to know how I feel. Confused. I guess that's what it is. Because nothing actually has been fixed. You know, the news cycle has moved on and other things are happening in the world that are equally valid. But there was something about that time 2 years ago that just was very, very poignant. And I remember going to McCarran Park, and we were having these vigils there. McCarran Park's in North Brooklyn, right by me. And there was just, it was a moment where we all realized, or thought to ourselves, reflected upon the situation and thought to ourselves, maybe we're hypocrites. Like, I don't know, who am I to say what's wrong or right, you know? So the song doesn't really say who's right or wrong. It's just basically saying, I think with the sorry for this long-winded explanation, but I think I was reading about the civil rights movement, and there was one protester that started singing, and it got the crowd singing, and then the police started singing. And I was thinking, like, wow, like that united everybody, at least for that one moment. Maybe 5 minutes later, it changed, but that moment made everybody, you know, unified everybody. And the arts can do that. But that's why I mentioned that in the song, because it's such a powerful thing. Anyway.
We will ask you again 2 years from now when you
Hopefully I don't
sing the
play
song
it
next
just every
time.
2 years. I play it a little more often, but...
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen watching at home, that was Jason Vitelli. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
All right. And we will conclude our third time around our songwriter round with Victor V. Gurbo.
Hi, it's me again. I didn't see you come in. I'm now going to play a song for you. I've always wanted to do that for a live stream, is to have the camera pan sitting there with a pipe and a cup of whiskey or something, and it's the start of those old Christmas movies. This song's been stuck in my head past day and a half, so I'm gonna try it out here. Can you guys hear this all right?
Sounds beautiful.
Great. I didn't sound check the electric, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I guess it's more of a poem than anything. Another sad piece of nonsense. It's called The Party After You Left. It goes like this. The party after you left was long and boring. The conversations, they were dull and weak. Politics and sports, they left me snoring and dreaming of the little ways you speak. And I would kill for one more dance with you. And I would kill for one last dance with you. The party after you left dragged on forever. I confess I thought sometimes it would never end. The hosts, they always think they are so clever, shuffling you into talking with their friends. And I would have sat outside with you. And I would have sat outside with you. The party after you left wasn't a party. It was just four walls and a place to be. There were people, there was music, the meals were hearty. But I might as well have been stranded out at sea. And why would you leave the party without me? And why would you leave the party without me?
Nice. I think it's the first time I heard that one, Victor. Sounded wonderful.
That's the first time I've heard that one too. So.
Oh, wow.
Did you say that was an original?
Yes.
Ah,
It's been cooking for
Very nice.
a day or so.
very cool.
The guitar really brings out the feeling of the lyrics, like that.
Yeah,
feeling
it has nice to have
of,
nice to have some reverb in there. very like longing. I like it a lot. Thank you so much. Nice to try something else.
So how do you feel about your new baby song, Victor?
It's alive. It's growing legs and crawling around, and one day it'll ask me for money.
Or you
They are
could
like
put it to
children,
work
aren't
for
they?
you. Is the name of the song "The Party After You Left"?
Yes, I believe that's the working title.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Victor V. Gurbo. So that concludes our 3 times around our circle. But before we call it a night, we'll give each of our 2 special guests the opportunity to do one more song. So I'll have a little bit of an encore. But before we invite Gwen and Kyle to do their final songs of the evening, we'll just do a little bit of bookkeeping. We'll let you know what we have coming up next. So this, of course, is the Songwriter stream. This is what Victor, Jason, and I do the 3rd Tuesday of every month. Jason, would you throw the card up there? Well, we have the first 6 months of the year blocked out. So here we are in April. Coming up next in May, 3rd Tuesday of May, Songwriter stream, we have Liz Lieber and Grove Rune. And then coming up in June, we have Chloe Hennessy and Heather Conrad. So that will conclude this batch of 6 months. And then I think we're taking July off. We got some exciting live events. And then the Songwriter stream will resume in August, and we'll have a new batch of performers. For those of you who live in the New York, New Jersey area, Victor, Jason, and I have a monthly residency at an Irish pub called Mary O's in the East Village. This is the first Tuesday of every month. And coming up in May, first Tuesday of May, we have Daniel Tortolito and Christine Sweeney. And then in June, we have Eliza Waldman and Scott Krokoff. So first Tuesday of every month, in person, we take over Mary O's in Manhattan. And then 3rd Tuesday of every month, you can find us right here, Songwriter Stream. All right, very good. Before we move on to the song, we'll do our one other monthly tradition, which is at every Roomful of Sky show, we do like to take a group photo of all of the musicians of the evening. When it's in the form of a live stream, we take our group screenshot. So, Jason, if you would arrange us, please. There we go. All right, you guys know the drill. I'm going to count to 3, and then say cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. All right, I'm going to do one more because Victor usually screws it up. Let me just cut and paste that. We could do a silly one. Let's do one more normal one, and then we'll do a silly one. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a second normal one. I think I have at least one good version of everybody. And now, wait, hold on. I'm doing this in Microsoft Paint. It's not very hi-fi over here.
We're gonna get you Photoshop, Phil. We're gonna spruce up your computer. It's gonna be a whole new world.
Microsoft Paint is free. All right.
Plenty of free Photoshop alternatives out there too.
Silly one. 3, 2, 1. Silly. All right. Very good. Without further ado, we'll have one final song from Gwen and then one final song from Kyle. If you've been joining us all evening, thank you so much. Great to spend the 3rd Tuesday every month with you. And this video will live forever on the Roomful of Sky YouTube channel and the Roomful of Sky Facebook page. Gwen, take it away.
Hello. So this is actually a song that I'm going to start recording with a friend tomorrow. It's a duet from a musical that I'm writing, and I'm hoping to release a condensed version of it for my 30th birthday in a couple of months in June. Also, I know Chloe Hennessy because she plays the ukulele too. Anyway, but she's fantastic, so come in June. This is We'll Meet in the Middle of a Song. Maybe I'll sing a line and you'll come up with a rhyme. To line by line together we've made a verse. Simple but exquisite, it will be when the two of us and we meet in the middle of the sun. When we get it, that's the tricky part. But if we say what's on our hearts, it'll all come together perfectly. It'll be as it was meant to be, and we'll meet in the middle of the sun.
Well, we wish you great success recording that tomorrow, Gwen. And,
Thank you.
And now,
Awesome.
close out our evening, Kyle Jordan. Oh, did we mention he's in Nashville? He's from Nashville. Kyle Jordan.
I'm glad we slipped it in there at least once in the stream. Yeah, so the last song I'm going to play, it's super important to me. I remember I wrote it when I was around 16, which obviously was a very moody time in my life. And I was super bummed out. I was really depressed, and I was like, oh, man, shit sucks. And then I've played it throughout, my whole music career, and as I've continued to play it and evolve with it, shit has sucked significantly less. And so I just like to play it. I usually end every set with it to remind myself that it just gets better. So this one is called Lost With Me. So show me how you're gonna get lost with me. Everything burning down on top of me. I don't care what is the cost for me. Running away from my sanity. And in sleepless dreams I see it, this monster. I know I cannot defeat it, but it's okay. I'm lost anyway. Not looking to be found. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh. To get unstuck, am I too fucked up to try? Hung up on myself, left me out to dry. Sometimes you drop to your knees, that's when you see the light. I'm tired of hearing there's a will, there is a way. With the world on your shoulders, it'll all be okay. I go from endless positivity while I'm wrapped in anonymity. Tell me, what's the point of living this way? So if there's anybody out there who feels what I'm feeling, there's a light up to the ceiling, 'cause I know what you were dealing with. And Lord, I hope you're feeling this. So how you gonna get lost with me? Everything burning down on top of me. I don't care what is the cost for me. Running away from my sanity. And in sleepless dreams I see it, this monster. I know I cannot defeat it, but it's okay. I'm lost anyway. Not looking to be found. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh. And I go from the east side to the west, from a city is a guest. Three, you can get no rest. This pressure in my chest, I ain't felt this way in a long time. Mama tells me I gotta be strong, 'cause how you gonna stand it when you're feeling so depressed? But we both know things come, they go. You cast away if I fight. You're ready for the show, don't you know? You gotta take everything you got, build it up for the breakdown. And where have you been? I'm running on a quarter to empty. Now where have you left me? I don't know where to begin finding my home. Oh, so tell me how you gonna get lost with me. Everything burning down on top of me. I don't care what is the cost for me. Running away from my sanity. And in sleepless dreams I see it, this monster. I know I cannot defeat it, but it's okay. I'm lost anyway. Not looking to be found. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, 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 whoa, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, not looking to be found.
What a
I think
great
you both
note to
did
end
great.
on.
Yeah, you both did great ending songs. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Kyle, is the name of that song "Lost with Me"?
Yeah. It's
Is that one out on Spotify?
Believe it or not, I think all of my good songs are not on Spotify.
Man.
I have to change.
Man,
it was
Kyle.
supposed to be
Kyle,
the title track of my last EP, but
get it together, Kyle. I want to go to Spotify now and listen to Hollywood and Lost with Me.
they'll be there one day. I promise. I swear it. You heard it here first.
All right. Well, at least I could go to watch this video performance of them again on the Roomful of Sky channel on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
That's where the songs will live until you get your act together. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to our performers, our special guests, Kyle and Gwen. Please check them out on all the platforms. Kyle Jordan Music, Gwendolyn Fitz Music. This is Phil Robinson and
Victor
V. Gurbo and Jason Vitelli. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to say your own names. Nobody wants to say their own names.
I thought you were trying to point at us and you were trying to figure out which box we were in relative to you. Just for the folks out there, the boxes that you see us in aren't necessarily the boxes that we, the performers, see you in. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's always been the case and Phil doesn't remember what I look like. I don't know.
Hey guys, look.
Oh, dear Lord. That's going to confuse me.
I just remember the one with the hat is usually Victor. Sometimes
Usually
I just get
Victor.
confused. When Jason wears a hat, then I'm all screwed up.
That's just, yeah.
If Kyle had shown up to this stream with a ukulele, then it would have been hopeless.
Anarchy.
All right, so
It would have been.
Thank
It
you.
would have been 1,000 times more fun. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was great.
All right,
It was
this
fun.
is so much fun. I am living for this drama. Okay. We're going to take this to Twitter and the internet, and it's all going to be in good fun.
all right, for those of you at home, what are you? Are you team ukulele or team guitar? I think we all know the answer to that. So Kyle and Gwen, don't hang up. We're going to turn the public stream off, but then we're going to say our farewells in our backstage stream area. For all of you watching along at home, thank you for spending this evening with us. We're here the third Tuesday of every month, and if you're in the New York area, swing by Mary O's, and you can see the in-person version of this on the first Tuesday of every month. Stay safe. We love you. Thank you. We'll see you next time.